Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Let's get right back into it. Regill needs our help. Let's see. More gargoyles down here, right? Hold on. I am not properly spec'd right now. That's good. Yep. Yep, that sounds right. And we'll use some of this too. Sure, and sir, we'll use some of that. And some of this. Turn on that.
Trust in yourself.
Get some of that good stuff. I don't need this on there. I don't need this on there. I don't need this on there. I might use that. I might use this. I might use this. Might use this. Definitely would use this. Probably not going to use this. Definitely would use this. Definitely going to use this. Move this over here. And make sure this is active. Should be active at all times. Boom, boom. Okie dokie. Much better.
Smile.
You.
The world's not ending just yet.
I think that works on him. We'll put these things at the top. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. You use that. You don't use this. Positive healing, sure. We don't use aid. If we do, it's very rare. Summon monster, sure. We might use that. Lesser restoration, doubtful. Definitely not Bane. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's everything we need from here. Yep. This should be on at all times. Boom, boom, and you.
Open to ideas.
All of that looks like it could be used at any point in time.
Foot is restless. I wonder why.
Come on. There we go. All right, now let's get it on.
You're irrelevant.
Let's have some fun.
That's a heck of a little tagline to start out the battle. You're irrelevant. Whoa, you shouldn't have done that. Whoops. Why did I have that on? I don't remember. Oh well. Okay. That went well, annihilated them. What's going on here? The sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman dressed in white and yellow priest robes, lie on the ground surrounded by the bodies of dead gargoyles. They are tangled in death. The claws of the monsters are tearing at the human's clothes, and the largest gargoyle's talon has pierced the man's chest and punctured his heart. But before they died, he and his companion defeated the enemy. Suddenly, the woman opens her eyes. She doesn't look at you, but stares up at the Worldwound's horrific red and black sky. Her pale lips open and she exhales abruptly. The sun will never rise again. Even the sky here is cursed, and we along with it. Yaker, walking in the front, steps over the man's body without looking, but turns around at the sound of the woman's voice. The Mendevian faithful break too easily. Oh, if all Mendevian devotees broke easily, I would be much happier. Unfortunately, most of them have good health, unconquerable will, and a never-ending desire to moralize. Darren is jeering, but looks at the wounded woman with hesitation. He shrugs. She is not just wounded. I can see the sign of severe exhaustion. I wonder what happened here. All people are easily broken. The knights in pale armor help each other through the horror, but the knights in black only break each other and everyone around them. Who are you? What happened here? I am a priestess of Arden Serenray from the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Next to me is Asher Strager, the head of our order. Sorrowful pride sounds in the woman's voice. He has led our forces on raids to the Worldwound many times, but this campaign, the gargoyles attacked a few nights ago. A vast number. We've never seen anything like it. Ashes organized our resistance with great skill, but while the monsters were distracting our fighters, a small group of them raided the camp and took our supplies. We were left without food and water in the middle of the Worldwound, where it's nearly impossible to find provisions. We shared the last crumbs of our supplies and set off back the way we came. Everyone was suffering from hunger and thirst. We grew weak and could barely fight back when the gargoyles struck a second time. They snatched many of us away. I saw the pain in Ash's face as he counted the losses, but he managed to rally us. We continued our trek and soon came across traces of a recent battle. Someone had destroyed a troop of demon worshippers. In our desperation, we decided to follow the strangers to warn them of the gargoyles and seek their help, having no idea they were Hellknights, but we received only scorn. Every gulp of water in my unit is accounted for, they said. They spared us 2 flasks and a sack of dried bread. They said we were allowed to keep the sack to use as bandages. 2 flasks between all of us. A sack for bandages. What happened after that? The gargoyles attacked. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralictor had treated us, Ashes endeavored to help them and had us carry their wounded. But that monster had them slaughtered. Ashes was beside himself. It's difficult to conceive of such evil. He told our people to go with the Hell Knights to find shelter, while he stayed to cover our retreat. The woman exhaled softly. He was a strong cleric, but as he treated our wounded, he neglected himself, and he paid for it. That's quite a story. I could just picture it on the stage of a grand royal theater. Rustling silk, gold adornments, the tragic lead singing the final aria. Is it time for me to applaud yet? It's not often that you come across such heart-wrenching and theatrical plots outside the stage. You have excellent taste. When this war is over, would you care to accompany me to some fashionable premiere? We can yawn through the soliloquies, laugh at the roll-hopping actors, that sort of lark. Possibly. Then it's agreed. After the war, 6 o'clock sharp. Damn it. Evil. Step over the wounded woman and walk away. Let's hurry. The gargoyles can return at any moment. All right. What is going on? There we go. Ooh, all of it's good stuff. And there we go. Oh, that's good.
I welcome your company.
Anything new? You should have listened to reason. Let's prove their logic is lacking. I'm sorry I have to do this.
Samara, why aren't you moving? There we go. Thank you. Keep moving some more. Keep moving. Excellent. That looked like a That looked like annihilation to me. Okay, and you. Excellent. Excellent.
This way.
What's in all this? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, okay, we want all of it apparently. No problem with that. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. That for me.
I am helpful. Am I
Yep,
not?
all of that looks good too. Okay. What's in here? Some of that little trash I can sell off. Come around here. Wasn't there something? There we go.
Trivial.
Demonic energy has polluted the earth, creating tremors filled with poison. Thank you, Darren. All right. Save here. We're definitely doing this turn-based mode. This little sequence is no joke.
Knight Commander, I presume. Your glory precedes you. I am Regill de Reg, Herelictor of the Order of the God Claw, contemporary officer of the joint unit of Hellknights and the Order of the Sunrise Sword. You and your people should take positions. The Gargoyles are regrouping. We expect they will attempt to break through in 5 to 6 minutes.
A Paralictor indeed. Impressive.
Are you in command of this unit? Oh, no? Then step aside and let me discuss the matter with the commander.
A joint unit?
Forcibly joined. The leader of the Order of the Sunrise Sword was unable to get to safety, which is not surprising, considering his, shall we say, excessive scrupulousness and sluggishness. Given the extreme situation, I took command of his people.
It's supposed to be good when different people unite. We're here for a common cause. But it still gives me the creeps for some reason. Hellknights shouldn't be allowed to get their claws into our paladins. It's wrong.
I saw you ordered your own wounded to be finished off.
Indeed. The Gargoyles were clearly trying to capture as many prisoners as they could. I don't know the reason behind these abductions, but I'm not about to give the enemy what they want. That is why all my people were ordered not to be taken alive. And as for the wounded, we didn't have time to get them to safety anyway.
What charming people. Those fellows in black make Holrun look like a sweet old soul by comparison.
Did you really give just 2 flasks of water to the Knights of the Sunrise Sword suffering from thirst, and a sack to use as bandages? Standing behind his commander, Jaeger rolls his eyes.
I spared them the exact volume of resources I could sacrifice without risking my own people. However, the situation has developed, and I've already ordered they be given additional supplies. They are temporarily under my charge, and I can use their forces to rebuff the attack. They'll work for their water.
Regill raises his voice and speaks emphatically, ignoring a whisper coming from a group of Knights of the Sunrise Sword. He seems to be reiterating his position for their benefit. Compassion is an amusement for the comfortable times of peace. It has no place in war. Evil.
Indeed, and particularly in a war against demons.
Regill chuckles harshly.
But without compassion, how can peaceful times ever return? Can people who think that way ever live in peace? If we can't learn to be compassionate in war, then the war will go on forever.
You hear some of the knights in white and yellow sigh sadly, but their sighs are drowned out by the hum of soft approval. We need to get rid of the gargoyles, then we'll talk.
Agreed. Be ready, Commander. This attack may be worse than the last one.
I see blood. Blood!
Boom, boom, boom. There's Darren. Really? You just ran up there to get your behind dealt with. Embarrassing. Jaeger. Do better. Ooh, here he goes. Yeah, we'll definitely turn on this.
I'll cut
Sure.
you wide open.
Works for me. You.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
No time for debates.
Good enough. Why'd that start a whole new battle, though? That's so weird. Whoa. It didn't start off a whole new battle. Something weird just occurred. It's just paused. Not doing anything. Spacebar? Nothing. Escape, then come back in. There we go. Oh yeah. That's not how that should have went, should it? Why didn't Nanio get a turn? Alright, whatever. Nice job. Really? Oh, that for a bunch of misses. Yeah, go ahead, Darren. Nice job. Again. Up to you again, Wendy. 3 straight misses? This is not acceptable. What is that about? Shouldn't she haste all my allies? Hey, there's some other people here who's helping us out, Nanio. Jeez. Yeah, get in there some more. Help them out. Wow. We're just... Hey. This is just a bad showing, y'all. You're embarrassing me right now. You're telling me he's resisted physical attacks and we couldn't overcome his physical, his magic resistance? Come on, man. Something's got to give. Something absolutely has to give. Especially when Darren is hitting them with no problem. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you should have been doing from the very beginning. Is that on Samori? You... okay. Nope, she can't run anywhere. There we go. Good enough. All right, we're all hasted. Interesting. Sheesh. Ugly. Let's see. Interesting.
You are today's sacrifice.
2 of those. Excellent. I don't think... Oh! God dog it. I don't think we have a way to get around whole person. Oh, wow. Really? Why are you walking around people? What's that about? Excellent. Excellent. Oh my God. Windu hug. Woo. There we go. Oh, come on, man. How many of these freaks do we have to deal with? Finally. Why can't I attack any of these other enemies? Alright, whatever. You know what? There we go. We can attack him. No, we couldn't. Okay.
May I see your entrails, please?
The last one for me.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Regill runs back over. Okay, now.
Go for their hearts.
Oh, why do they have so much health? There we go. And 24 points. He's almost back up to normal. Oh, but it might not even matter. Here comes Windwalk on the case. Why didn't she attack the... Oh, they might not be in her range. I dug it. Oh, well. Excellent. Let's see.
Let the attack commence.
Delicious. All right. Yep, you got some interesting things on you. Boom.
Have I pleased you?
Greatly.
So many thoughts.
I was not trying to click on you. The skeleton of a man wearing armor from the time of the First Crusade. It's holding the skeleton of a child with strange proportions and animal paws instead of its right arm and leg. Monarch and tail sting. From newest to oldest. I don't see tail sting anymore, but it's kind of weird. All right. Have to just come back to that. Regill gracefully stows his weapon and places his hands behind his back. You two check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remnants of the camp. I want to make sure that the Gargoyles only abducted people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messages immediately to our scout squads and order them to return to camp. And I need a full list of casualties. The sooner the better. He turns to you and nods slightly. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I'm quite interested in the events that occurred at the Great Garrison, and I suppose you have questions for me as well. What do you want to know about what happened at the Great Garrison? Any shift in the balance of power during this war has a direct impact on my mission. If a new player plays who is capable of fighting demons effectively, then I'm ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. Regill speaks pensively as if talking to himself. But naturally, I cannot blindly trust a stranger, even one marked by the gods. The gods blessed me with an incredible gift, and Queen Galfrey put me at the helm of the Crusade. But that's not enough for you, is it? The will of the gods cannot and should not replace our sound judgment, and the whims of the Queen of Bendev are of no consequence at all. Regill stops talking for a moment, thinking. Is there anything you'd like to know before we move on to more serious matters? What if I want to join the ranks of the Hellknights? The requirements for knights are signifiers of common knowledge, and they must certainly be satisfied. If you do that, the orders will comply. If you do that, the orders will consider your request. Any further discussion prior to your completion of the necessary tasks is pointless. Not every fighter or spellcaster is fit to serve with us. What are Hellknights doing here within the borders of the Worldwound? The same as you and your army, fighting a war against the demons. The Hellknights have always been a part of the Crusades from the very beginning. We don't answer to Queen Galfrey and we act on our own authority, but we serve the common cause. Deskari's spawn have no place in the world we want to build. Regill barks out the final words. Funny, isn't it? Knights clad in black armor have been fighting this war from the off, but most people don't even know it. The face of the Crusades is a Mendevian paladin with the sword of Iomedae gleaming on their gilded armor. In that respect, my cousin Galfrey has a real flair for propaganda, I must say. What does Paralictor mean? I am the commander of this unit, and in the Order's hierarchy, I am 2 steps lower than its leader. In the territory of Mendev and the Worldwound, there are few who equal my rank, but I am the most senior Hell Knight officer for many leagues around. We are not done yet. We are not done talking about your atrocities. Of course, the Paralictor doesn't seem hurt or surprised. If you wish, I will explain my position in detail. All the soldiers killed in my order belong to my unit. Therefore, the case is an internal matter for the Order of the God Claw. You could have sent an appeal to the Order commanders, but the result is inevitable. Not only do the Order's rule and field operations guidelines not prohibit it, they even recommend a policy of death is preferable to captivity. So everything that happened, though it is surely lamentable and has deprived me of a few good fighters, is also a prime example of military necessity. He doesn't feel like the Rose are an abomination. Certainly it does not feel motivated to attack. This seems like a kind of dialogue that could use another option. Lawful, I cannot influence your internal rules, but I hope you understand where the jurisdiction of your order ends and ours begins. I'm not trying to force our rules on Crusaders, Commander. I hope you won't try to make us disregard ours. If the incident is settled, I suppose we could turn to relevant matters? What are you going to do now after the gargoyle attack? I'll wait for my remaining fighters to return. What you see here is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Regill narrows his eyes. Before we move on to serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Jaeger steps forward and salutes with a clenched fist to his chest. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked them to provide assistance. Regill nods. The reinforcements were much needed. You will earn a double salary for your resourcefulness, Jaeger, and 100 lashes for abandoning your post. The young knight grows a little pale, but immediately salutes again. Yes, Paralictor. Evil. Don't forget he abandoned his armor. You might be right. Regill doesn't take his eyes off the young knight, searching for signs of weakness. Another 10 lashes for improper treatment of order property. Yes, Paralictor. This time Jaeger doesn't grow pale, but only salutes and clenches his teeth. The Paralictor, the epitome of ruthlessness, the young knight singly devoted to his ideals. So far, so dull. Or is it? Could it be that our Sir Jaeger holds a tenderness for his commander? I heard that sort of thing is rampant in the military. What a relief it is to know that such tawdriness can never afflict our valiant crusaders. Darren smirks. Isn't that right, Asmodeus IV? You're not about to foist yourself on some poor lovesick fool who is unlucky enough to be under your command while knowing his love is doomed to be unrequited. A fool whose love is doomed to be unrequited? Well, you can't be referring to yourself. Of course not. You may have doomed me to languishing in this army, but fortunately, I am not in love with you. Although, Darren pauses and casts an appraising eye your way, as though seriously considering the prospect. No, still nothing. I'm not in love with you. Everything is so strange. They march in columns through the thicket, even though there's a regular smooth road nearby. Regill, who has watched you closely throughout the entire conversation, nods to himself. Now for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, were interested in our dispute with the Knights of the Order of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Canabras suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished and his troops are in trouble. They are reeling with no command structure. Their order will hardly be able to recover from the losses they've suffered. What are you getting at? These fighters aren't the finest material I've worked with, but if I assume formal command over them, I'll be able to reforge them into weapons of reasonable quality. 1 or 2 might even become true Hellknights. The rest will be put to good use as well. Do you really think these people will follow you after how you've treated them? Though not the best, they are still warriors and knights. They know what discipline is and that victory in war doesn't come without cost. Any among them who still haven't realized that aren't worth my time and effort. What does this have to do with me? A spark flashes in Regill's pale yellow eyes. I suppose, Commander, that for leagues around, from Kennebrez to Dresden, and from Dresden to the cursed city of Iz at the heart of the Worldwound, all of this pertains to you in one way or another. You are the catalyst that shifted an age-old balance of power, whether you meant to or not. Your own future, and much more, depends on the decisions you make here and now, even the ones that seem insignificant. Okay, definitely not good. I don't like chaotic because the demon wants these people to be competent, and they're going to be most competent if we allow Regill to lead them. So even though I would prefer an option that was not lawful, we're going to go ahead and choose lawful. I will support you and recommend that the Knights of the Sunrise Sword fall in under your command, but I will expect your support in return, Paralictor. Why isn't there an evil officer that says, yeah, force them all to be under your command? I don't give a damn about these people. Ground them into dust. I will gladly give my support to one who can effectively fight the demons. And now, let's turn to our orphans. Regill looks at the warriors in white and yellow, shifting cheerlessly from one foot to the other. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword, your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join another Crusade Order and hope that they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy or that our war making will be constricted by your principles. What I can promise is this. Under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. The strong subjugates the weak. All is as it should be. Wendell gives Regill an appraising look, until an even stronger leader comes along and unseats the previous one. Camellia scoffs. He's used to people following his orders. Then again, these sniveling cowards are used to humiliating treatment. They won't even consider testing him a little. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resources you spent on us? The water, medicine, and bandages, yells one of the knights in white and yellow. I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought you were useless garbage. The initiates on the Sunrise Sword consult with each other for a time, and then one of them, a young woman in knight's armor, steps forward. Thank you for your trust, Paralictor. We will stay and are ready to obey your orders. Fine. In due course, I will review your troops and make any necessary decisions regarding your role in my unit. Regill turns to you. And now, Commander, for the most important issue, cooperation between our forces. We do have a common enemy and a common battlefield. Perception check passed. You're looking at me strangely, Paralictor. When we discussed Yeager's punishment and when we were deciding the fate of the Sunrise Sword, it's as if you're testing me. Regill lowers his head in a gesture that might be read as respectful. I do not believe I made any attempt to conceal my interest in you, both as a new leader, strong in the region, and as the bearer of a highly unusual power. Of course, I'd like to know what's inside your head. One could say it's my duty. My army and I are going to Dresden to free the city from demons. You could join forces with us. Regill rubs his chin pensively. Dresden, an ambitious goal, but most reasonable. Imagine how such a victory would rally all the separate bands of today's Crusaders under one banner, and we certainly need a base of operations inside the Worldwound. I stand ready to support you. Moreover, I can accompany you in your campaign. However, I would remind you that Hellknights are outside of Mendev's jurisdiction. My unit and I will join your forces and obey your orders, but only for as long as I deem that our goals coincide. I like his eyes. They're still bright. Neither the darkness nor the paleness have taken them. For now. It's a deal. Yes, Commander. My forces in Regill and Regill are at your disposal. Alright. As much as I want Regill on the party, I just don't think there's any room. Well, actually, long term there will be, though. Because later on, after we take Dresden, I'll replace Camellia with Woljev, And then we'll take out Nanio and put in Regill. And then that'll be the party that we roll with. But for now, he's got to stay on the bench. Because we need Camellia for trickery. And everybody else has their role as well. So we don't have any fat on this team as of right now. But soon we will.
Missed me already.
I do. Come on, let's go. Excellent. All right. Got that cleared up. Now, can I bring in more Crusaders yet? And no movement either. So, wait a minute. Who's that? Oh, I have Hellknights now. Of course. All right, maximum we have is 4, so we'll take out the shield bearers, put you on. Excellent. All right. Oh, you're a level 4? Okay, so now we can take out level 3s with ease. So we'll take out that one first, then we'll circle back around to get that one. Excellent. All right. And now we have Nanio yet, right? Yep, we have Nanio. And we're exhausted, but I don't think that matters much. I think we're just going to go ahead and do this. There's some rough fights, but we should be able to handle it. Then we'll swing back around, rest at camp, and make our way to Chili Creek. All right. What do we still have?
I'll take the bait.
You're a good person. I like you.
And let's get heroism. And of course, Windua. And then growth.
Smile. The world's not ending just
My
yet.
unbiased opinion?
I do. Okay. Good enough. Let's make it happen, Captain.
I'll tear your throat
Whoops.
out.
No need for that right now. Holy smokes. Why did Camellia just get hit up like that? Oh, there's a lot more there than what it seemed like. Interesting. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. And not a single bit of good loot in there.
Ugh, the waiting's never fun.
Lower religion. Who's building up religion? She's building up religion. There we go. Excellent. Continue on.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Oops. This way first.
I'll bathe in your blood.
That wasn't cool. Hey, it looks like healing works properly now. Before it wasn't giving or boundless healing rather. I swear that beforehand he had to get really up close to use that same power.
Backwards!
And it was super annoying.
What's that?
I hope you appreciate
Die,
this.
die, die!
I do want to attack him, but
Open your heart.
I
to
also
me.
want some creatures over there. Oh crap!
Let's strap them! Off with your head! No, is all of this... I wonder what lies...
Why are they not doing anything over there? Excellent.
Let's save some adventures for later.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Could have been worse.
Trail
Could have been worse. There we go. More good stuff. We'll look at that later.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Looks like a bunch of things I'll sell.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Will. For some reason,
This one was
Yep.
beyond me.
I'm save scumming this, y'all. I'm so sorry. For whatever reason, I always have trouble trying to pass that check.
I am helpful.
There we go.
Am I not?
You can be, Camellia. You can be.
This way!
All right.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
All right.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Boom. Okay. Save that. Move forward.
I'm always open to ideas.
Excellent. Let's go. Let's clear these people out.
No secrets can escape.
You'll make a fine trophy.
There we go.
My life is a burden.
My life is a burden.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Jeez.
Thank you for
Excruciating histories can wait till tomorrow.
What's on your mind? I wonder. I hope you appreciate
Awesome.
this.
Wherever my legs carry me.
I swear.
I am helpful.
Oh, maybe this here.
Am I not? Now
There we
what
go.
is that?
That's what I was looking
your
for.
company.
There we go. And was that already the last fight, or do we got one more? Can't remember. I think that was the last fight. Awesome. Whoops. No, I don't think I'm supposed to open up that one. So, I forgot to mention, in that cavern we just came out of, where the ghouls were congregating, there was a pillar there with a symbol in blue on it. And you just copy that symbol and place it here. That's how you know how to solve this puzzle. Got to pay attention.
Forwards! No, backwards.
No,
Backwards!
don't go back up. Thank you very much. I am the answer, but what is the question? The elf woman in a frayed robe turns her head to you and stares at you through the slits of her simple white mask. Then she holds out her hand and touches the ancient statue. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Hey, wait, where are you going? Spontaneous dematerialization is unscientific. Nanio touches the statue and suddenly freezes. Following her example, you put your hand on the statue, and the world around you ceases to exist. You are a lone grain of sand floating in the emptiness of the unknown. Your path has no beginning and no end. You are tiny and insignificant in comparison with the cosmos that surrounds you. But then something changes. The emptiness takes notice of you. It stares at you, measures and assesses you. Then a question comes, as simple and as deep as the emptiness itself. Who are you? What about you? The emptiness does not engage. The question was asked, and it will be answered. I am Asmodeus the Fourth. The name you uttered, that seems so powerful and proud, rings through the emptiness. Then the silence comes, bleak and oppressive. The emptiness still awaits your answer. I am. Do you want to say your name? But what is it? Just a set of sounds you use to associate with yourself. You are Asmodeus the Fourth? Who decided this is who you are? Your parents? Yourself? Someone else? A name is just a label you take voluntarily. What happens if you tear this label off? What hides behind the name Asmodeus IV? Behold the truth. Open yourself to knowledge. Reveal yourself.
I am Nenio. Nenio. You hear me? You voice from nowhere or whatever you are?
Where Nenio used to be, now you see an unfamiliar kitsune curled up tight on the ground.
Who are you? Who are you? Speak up or I'll gut you on the spot.
Nenio, is that you?
I am Nenio, the greatest scientist of the modern age, and you are my loyal follower. Why are you asking me such a pointless question?
You are a kitsune.
It appears your observation is correct. I am a kitsune. If my hypothesis is correct, and the probability of that is close to 100%, I have always been a kitsune, but at some point I decided to forget that piece of knowledge. Following this line of reasoning, it would seem the fact of my membership of a certain race just doesn't seem relevant to me. Also, there is a more important question. Why did my true identity reveal itself in this precise moment?
She cast a pensive look at the ancient statue towering over you. How could you forget you were a kitsune?
This question is irrelevant in the current situation. If you wish, you can ask me about it later. If you believe that I've been keeping my true identity a secret on purpose, you are mistaken. I have no interest in your causes, your battles, or your secrets, if you have any. All I need from you is your assistance with my experiments. And with this.
Nenio sweeps her hand in a wide circle, gesturing at the statues around you. What was that? I found myself in emptiness, and a voice asked me questions.
I suppose it was a trap that yanked our minds out of our plane and temporarily transferred us to another one. I wish I knew which plane. By the way, did you know that the most efficient way to disarm a corridor's worth of magical traps is with the help of a scientist who has been told that the formula for an elixir of the ancient races lies hidden at the end of said booby-trapped corridor?
The kitsune sighs heavily.
And my last doubt is dispelled. It truly is her.
Whose voice do you think it was?
I haven't the slightest idea. But it is most definitely an extremely wise entity. Besides, the entity displayed no aggressive tendencies, which gives us hope that it can be reasoned with.
So, what do you think about that?
The voice in the emptiness asked me, and judging by your reaction, you too, who I am. And merely stating my name failed to satisfy it. The trap then forced me to assume my true form, which I had completely forgotten about. I suppose this trap wasn't a trap per se. It rather was a closed portal leading to some hidden place that can easily unveil secrets and reveal the truth. The one who spoke to us seemed to solve me like a riddle, in an instant just by looking at me. I would like to meet this entity. Can you imagine which secrets it can unravel? I want to speak to it, and you, my follower, must help me.
So, a stranger is capable of uncovering all your secrets with a single glance? I wouldn't wish to meet such a person. I wouldn't appreciate such a blatant invasion of my privacy.
But how can you get there? If there is a door, there must be a way to open it. If there's a lock, there must be a key to it. There is an inscription here, right on the statue. I am the void and the emptiness. I am the starting point. I am infinite. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet.
Sounds like a riddle.
I don't understand this at all. How thrilling!
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. It really does. I love riddles and puzzles.
How do we solve it?
Each of them is inscribed with a riddle, and each demands that something be placed at its feet. I guess we need some items that represent the answers to these riddles. But don't ask me where we should look for them.
Maybe we should ask one of these geysers.
I don't think they can help us. Looks like all they can do is mumble their mantra about questions and answers.
Why is you so sure that the unknown entity behind the mysterious portal would even want to talk to us?
I'm not sure at all, but we must try. We simply must. Getting there and talking with this entity will be the greatest of my experiments. No exaggeration.
A portal that leads to the unknown could be dangerous.
The Worldwound is dangerous. Walking under a hanging icicle is dangerous. Even choking on a chunk of badly chewed food can lead to a fatal outcome after all. Living is dangerous. But what is danger compared to knowledge?
Looks like there's nothing more we can do here.
With deepest regret, I have to admit that you are right. It's highly unlikely that we'll be able to solve this riddle right here and now. We'll have to temporarily withdraw so we can return when we're armed and ready.
Awesome. And that's that.
You are my favorite aid.
We'll use our last available haste to get back to the front. Then go back to camp, sell off any gear I have, talk to Regill, talk to Nanio, and then back on the road again. And, ooh, missed you. There we go. Good. Nope. Do not wish to rest. Friend or foe? Is it the salesman? It is the salesman. What do you got? Hey, why it's you again? Good to see you. I do love repeat customers. It's a shame they don't live long in these parts. Have a look and don't be stingy. Take your pick. No penny pinching. And when you're all out of money, get some more, then come find me again. I'm always around here somewhere, or maybe over there. Or, if you're really unlucky, I'll be way over there. What do you sell now? Oh, what I don't sell. Right now I have a full cart of exotic wares from faraway lands. I don't even remember all the names of these things. Some of them are real tongue twisters, and I don't even have a tongue. By the way, could you advise me what would sell best in these parts now? I have a choice of personal protection equipment, a whole arsenal for a hunter, and, last but not least, a multitude of magiconial, mystical spell thingies. Keep selling what you have now. Show me your wares. All right. No. Oh, I sold some things to him. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, well. I didn't want to clutter your inventory, bro. So Hunter's Arsenal. Noted. Seek me out on the roads with new goods to buy. I don't need anything right now. What can you do? There's a war raging here, so I have no shortage of customers. If you don't buy anything, then your enemies will.
So many thoughts, so little time.
All right. Great. Three, 1526. So we did take a loss here. We're gonna fight the battle. See if we can get out of here with no L's. He can go anywhere. So nice. Nice as well. Why doesn't she? Seems like she should have more spells. Charge for all units in a 3x3 area, gain a +2 bonus speed and a -2 penalty to AC for 1 round. It's a stratagem. Huh. I have to keep that in mind. Okay. Oh, I could have done with adding more Hellknights now I think about it. There's only 8, that's why he was hitting so low. Ooh. Ooh. This was not cool. This is not going particularly well. Okay. Right. Start with that. Ooh. I'll take that. All right. Ho, 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 ho. Awesome. Oh, took down 2 of them. Do not appreciate that. All right, finally. Focus fire. Ooh. Damn. 7, 2. Are you serious? See, there's no consistency to the way Infirmary works. Remember all those numbers that they revived last time? Come on, man. 7, 2. Probably should have just accepted it. It's fine, whatever. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave, where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from fallen Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear that the prairie priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from demonic threat. Material points 25, energy points 3. And it still won't let me buy anything. Okay. Save that. And enter back into the camp. All right, and over this way.
My life is a burden. What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Interesting. I thought she should have showed up over there. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Oh, well. Okay. I think that's enough for one day. I hope all of you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please go ahead and leave me a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.